I'm going to go through how to use BizTracker. So first you're going to open up Google Chrome. You're going to put in biz-tracker.com and then hit enter. It's going to be my joinsourcelink.com is a true address for it, but we've been using BizTracker for so long, that's what I use. You're going to enter in your email address and the password that you were assigned and then click login. After you log in, you'll see the dashboard for your account. You have clients, follow-up events, surveys, reports set up. Right now, you're only going to be worried about clients. This is where you're going to start entering client information. So you're going to click on clients. And if you have a client that you're not sure if it's new or not, you're going to click on open client. And you can enter in the name of the client that you have. For example, I'll enter in my name. Anyone with MARC is going to come up. And then you can see my last name there. If I put in Parham, you'll see two Parhams there, Mark Parham or Mark Parham at Cat Builder Network. I'm going to click on the one with Cat Builder Network. After you click on it, the account is going to open up. This is the main screen for the record for Cat Builder Network. Every area in red is information that I'm going to want you to collect when you start working with a client if you see that it's empty. You're going to ask them what their address is, zip code, city, state, and then the nexus codes here. For example, if you're not sure what their nexus code is, you can click here and you can put in any type of text that you want. Right now, I'll put in consultant. Okay. And this gives you the different types. Like if I say management consulting, if you select it, it'll put the right code in here. You can find out if they're woman-owned, minority-owned. Like right now, I'll put my full address in. It should self-populate once you put the zip code in. And I put my phone number in. Anything in red, once you start filling out, will need to be filled in. Women-owned, no. Minority-owned, yes. Certified, no. 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 At this point, once all the red ones are checked, you can save the client. And you can see something that I missed in business. Right down here, I'll say yes. And I can save the client. You're established. See, it's not letting you get past anything here. So we'll go back to 2003, and it'll keep giving me errors once I don't have, until I fill it out. The next thing you're going to do is you can go to interaction. This is where you enter your coaching information. If there are interactions there, you'll see old ones. You can click on review if you have, this is a client that's being referred to you. If not, you can click on add interaction. This is where you're going to put in the information on the coaching session. And like if we're going to do it today, you do this. Response, always pick coaching under interaction type. Then under here, it gives you the type of coaching that you're talking about. Say they came to you to talk about marketing and sales. You can click here. Then you put in the amount of time that you spent with them. 1 hour. If you had prep time, type of session, face-to-face. Then you can put in, this is a test for entering data. All right. You can schedule a follow-up if you want. Now, what I want you to do, each time you meet with somebody, you can save and add snapshot. Snapshot is the first time you meet with someone, you'll do what we call a baseline snapshot. But if it's ongoing, it's going to pick the date. You can ask me, do you have any more full-time employees? Do you have any part-time employees? Any revenue? What stage of the business they're in? Any obstacles they're experiencing right now? Let's say credit. Maybe they're having problems with credit. Maybe they're having problems with financing. And maybe during the conversation, you found out that they've overcome. Maybe they've increased sales and things like that. Now, if you've asked them if they've gotten a loan or any kind of contract later, you can click on capital and you can add a source of capital. You can put in a contract or grants or loans. Say we say contract, we can say the source of the contract, federal, local, private, the amount of the contract, $1,000, $100,000. You can put in the type information on the contract. All right. So, and once you do with all that, you can save the coaching session. All right. Let's go to a new client. If they have a company, you can put in the company name and you can put in that they're in business. So I'll put in test company. All right. And I'll put in test company. Phone number 404-444-4444. test@gmail.com. If this is your first contact date with them, you put that in, and we try to capture the male or female information. Then you submit it. Now, since what happened here is that I've done this before, so there was already some other records in there with the same information. So you have the option of opening that client, or if it's not a duplicate, you can create a new client. So for example, we'll open the client. And you see the information is here. Okay. Also, if you come over here, anybody that you recently worked with will show up over here. All right. So you can go ahead and click on them. You can also do like when we were working with me earlier. If we go back to me, okay, and you had a new interaction, you go to interaction, you can see where this is. So for example, if I was another coach working with the same client, I could come over here and open this up and I can see what was talked about. All right. So if I created a new interaction, I'm going to do coaching, accounting and budgeting, 1 minute. I want to show you the schedule follow-up feature because now you can actually figure out how you want to follow up. You can send them a survey if you want it, or you can just click here, follow up, and you can put a date in that you want to follow up with it. All right. And then what would happen when you come over here to your dashboard, you click on follow-ups, it will show you everything you need to do to follow up. Like these are all people that we're supposed to have followed up many times. I may have some of you guys go through this, but you can see this is dating back to 2009. So you probably won't be worrying about that. But that pretty much is it for the work that you'll need to do with it. I'll create other videos to show you a little bit more things you can work with. But right now, I'm more concerned with you entering the client information and making sure that all the data is right. So I want you to make sure that when you open up a client, like I'll go to Laverne Addison, that as you're talking with them, if you do not see this information filled out, that you start collecting it. And then make sure you click save. And if they're already in business after you talk with them, you can always convert to a company. And that gives you more fields to check. So that's it for the BizTrack. I will be sending you out once again your login names and your passwords to log in. If you have any problems, you can give me a call. Thank you.